friends, today what we are going to do is we are going to draw a corn on a cob, okay, and we are going to color the corn. So let's see the supplies that we need. We need crayons, we need watercolor, we need a paper. We are using half a paper, we need some water, and we need a whiteboard or scrap paper to practice draw the corn. Okay, so let's see how we are going to draw the corn. So first what we are going to do is we are going to I'll show you guys how to draw corn two ways. Okay, we are placing the paper like in the portrait style, not this way. This is how we place the paper when we draw a landscape, right? This is how we place the paper when we are drawing a person. So we are going to place the paper that way, and then the first thing what we are going to do is we are going to make a V. Okay, so this V, we are not, it's like a V that is like falling over. Okay, so the bottom of the V should be should almost touch the bottom corner of your paper or your whiteboard. So I'm going to leave some space on top here for the leaves part. Okay, I'm going to start from here. What happened? This like that. Okay, and then I'm going to connect this with a curvy line. Now I'm going to draw the leaves. So the first one is going to be like that, like a curvy line, like a mountain. I'm going to make another line like that and like this. This is like another mountain inside. Can you see here? A mountain like that. I'm going to make V's like standing on hands, like we doing a handstand. Okay, then another V. But these V's are different size. Okay, once we are done with that, we'll add more details to this by adding some lines inside. So corn is type of a grass, so it's like a leaf. Okay, now let's see how we'll draw the kernel parts. Okay, the kernels of the corn, what do you think? Are they in a straight line? Have you guys have you guys seen a corn? I know all of you would have seen one. So corn kernels are arranged in a order. So what we'll do is we are going to start from the top here, making U's like that. Okay, then we are going to make another set of U's under that. But each time, the first line that we made, I'm going to go a little bit out and then make the U's. We had to make it all the way to the bottom. I'm going to do this super fast now because this is our practice one. And we are almost done. Okay, so that is one way of drawing corn on the cob. So now let me show you another way we can draw this. So this is, so you can choose maybe practice draw both the ways, and then you can decide which one you are going to do. Okay, so this one, the first one we started with a V. This one we are going to start with a U. So I'm going to leave like some space on top, and then I'm going to make a U. Same way, it's in an angle, and then I'm going to make two lines on the bottom like that. Can you see? Did you guys see what I did? 2 lines connected. Okay, here what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a C like that, a curvy line here on this side also, and from here this tip almost to the bottom, like I'm leaving like a 2 finger space or something in the bottom, I'm going to make a curvy line, come here and stop there. See, now from here I'm making another line. When I reach this first line that we made, I'm going to stop. Okay, now I'm going to make a upside down V on top. This is the kernel part of the corn. Okay, I'm going to turn this around now, and then I'm going to start from here, the U's. Same way we did the first time. It's the same thing, but we are doing in a different direction. Okay, so this one we forgot to add those lines to show texture. So this is these are the 2 ways you can draw the corn. Okay, so now you are going to pick one of the styles and then you are going to draw. If you want to practice draw this one more time, the style that you liked one more time, rewind the video, watch the one that you like and redraw that along with me. Okay, I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to place this in the portrait style, just like we placed the whiteboard in the portrait style, and then I'm going to draw the corn. Okay, so maybe I will also start the first line with the pencil. The first line, I'm going to leave some space on top, maybe this much space on top, and then from here I'm going to make a long V, right? And then we're going to connect it. After that, from this point onwards, I'm going to draw with the black marker. You guys can also do the same thing, because this line is where most of us would make a mistake. Okay, and then this line has to be, we are going to go on top of that line also. So that's why I first do this with the pencil. You guys, you are not going to use the marker, the black marker from this, because we are going to put some watercolor on top. So what I suggest you do is you use the black crayon. Maybe I'll also use the black crayon, that way you guys also can see how this is. Okay, oh, my black crayon is not that pointy, so let me use the marker. Okay, so I'm going to now start with the leaf. So remember, a mountain and then another mountain, like a pointy mountain inside, a curvy mountain, another line, and then I'm going to make V-shaped lines like that, and then I'm going to make these lines. So you guys are also going to make these lines with the crayon. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to make the kernels. So I'm going to make the U's. These U's are touching. So there are a lot of U's too. So we are making these kernels a little bit big because we need to color them, right? So if it is too small, you will have so many of the kernels to color with. the lines should be touching. So this line should be touching the line on top, right? We are almost there. Maybe outline this one. I'm going to add one more. Okay. So we are done the drawing. So next what we need to do is we are going to take the crayon. So what colors we are going to use are we are going to use yellow, okay, and we are also going to use green and light green. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to color this like that. I'm trying to stay within the line, within inside this, okay? Oh, I could have erased up the pencil line outside. Yeah. I'm going to put some yellow like that. I didn't completely cover the whole thing with yellow, but I covered almost most of the kernels with yellow. Okay, now I'm going to take green and color this, what part is this called? Maybe I should look up what is that part of the, oh yeah, it is called the husk. Yeah. The husk of the corn. So I'm just putting some green. Try to stay within the line, okay? I'm going to take the dark green also. I'm putting it like that. Your art will always look nice when you color it completely, okay? I know sometimes it is like too tiresome to color the whole thing, but yeah, maybe you can take a break if you're tired and then come back and then finish that, okay? So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these crayons that we used just now away. And then I'm going to take purple, maybe, yeah, purple and blue for the background. Same way, I'm going to put this on the side and then color this like that. It doesn't matter if some blue gets on the husk, because the husk is green, right? So what colors do you mix to make green? We mix blue and yellow to make the green. So if some blue gets on top, it doesn't matter. You can add a little bit of purple also on top of that. On top of blue, I'm adding a little bit of purple to make it stand out more. Okay, now I'm going to put this back. And then now I'm going to get my watercolor. I'm going to get the water also. So I have the water and watercolor here. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to, can you guys guess what color I'm going to take now? I'm going to take orange, yes. So I'm going to start with orange. I'm going to put a drop, not a drop, maybe a few drops of water, maybe, yeah, this much would be enough. I will be using green, so I'm going to put some in green. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next is the colors are still sleepy. They are still sleeping. So we need to wake them up. So I'm going to tickle my orange. So I'm doing this lightly. I'm not splattering the paint. I don't want to mess up the colors. I'm swirling my brush. Now I think it is like nice and bright. I'm going to color inside this. So wherever I missed, like I didn't use yellow, the orange will get in there and then fill it up. Okay, if your brush is dry, you need to dip your brush in water, then dip it in the paint, and then come back and then paint. So here when you look at this, the paint is like floating on top, right? Because oil and water doesn't mix, and the oil is making a layer on top of the paper, and it is not allowing the water to get on the paper. So you need to push the color down. So stay within the lines. Don't paint the background. Background is, the main subject is corn here. Okay, whatever is in the back behind it, it's called the background. So, and see how I'm holding the brush. I hope you guys remember how to hold the brush. So the brush, you should not hold it on the metal part. You are holding the brush next to it, just next to it. And your brush should be, you should hold your brush like you're holding your pencil. Okay, and so we are almost done. Okay, now I'm going to wash my brush before I move on to green. So how do I wash my brush? It's like sweeping the floor of the container. Pretend that this is a broom now, and we are sweeping the floor of the container. You go side to side, and then once your brush is clean, wipe on the rim of the container. Now we need to swirl in green to wake up the green a few times, right? You need to do this very gently. We don't want to splatter the paint. Now I'm going to use the green here. Now the next one, this here. There are two more. What I'm doing is I'm like making the outline first, okay, and then filling inside. See that you're holding the brush the right way, and your brush is standing on the tippy toes. Pretend that this is a ballerina, and the ballerina is on the tippy toes, right? So now we are done, and I hope you guys had fun painting the corn along with me. Now, before we put the things back, you need to wash your brush. Again, paint like sweep from side to side, okay, till it is clean, and then wipe on the rim. See how the brush, the hair of the brush is, it is not messy. It was how it was when you started, right? I'm going to put it on the side. We are going to leave this open for some time for this to dry. You can put the rest of the things back where it belongs. And if you have some paint on the table, wipe it also clean, okay? you need to leave this out for a few minutes to dry. This will dry quickly because it has only, like, this part is almost dry, the corn part, because there was only a little bit of area that needed the paint, right? So once you're done, you're going to write your name, room number, and you guys are going to take a picture of this and then email me so I can see your awesome work. Okay, so you guys also need to write the name of your school too. Okay, and then so I would love to see what type of, like, whether you chose this corn or whether you chose this corn on the cob to draw, and how you colored it. Okay, so I'm waiting for your email. So till we meet next time, bye bye.